What's up, guys? Little Wolf Max Ass here with another reaction video. This reaction video today was asked by Falcon's Fury. He said, react to The American Dream by Suli Breaks. I don't know who that is. I've never heard of him. I'm going to find out what he's talking about. Also, like, he's British. I skipped ahead a couple times in the video. I didn't watch the video, but I just skipped ahead and pressed play just to make sure it's a legit video. The guy sounds like he's British. So, British people have like a different sense of humor. They have a different way they say things. I know because I read a lot of British novels from British writers. So, I might understand it, but we'll find out. I don't really know what the video is going to be about. 100%. I do not know what it's going to be about except for the American Dream. I also have, before I say this, subscribe to my channel and request a reaction video. I'll react to anything. Tell me, just say, hey, react to this, and I'll look it up on YouTube, and I'll put a video up. I'll put your name on the board also, so you'll get featured on the board. Big things coming. I'm gonna do something with the board so that you can actually read it. So, Falcon's Fury is the video I'm doing today. Death from Above asked me to react to My Name is Death, Funny Conversations, Battlefield 3. Brian Ruane, I hope I'm saying that right. He asked me to do Conor McGregor, Try Not to Laugh Challenge. I'm going to do that one. Mr. Colewana Canyon wants to see me shooting my submachine gun. I'm going to do that one. The Mobber wants cringy MMA moments. So I'm going to get to those. But if you want some, like, if you want me to do a video of you, like whatever you want, subscribe to my channel and just ask in the comments, and I'll put it on my phone and we'll do it. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy started. I really have no idea. American Dream, that was really fast. Should have paused it.
Let's play a game. You guess who used to work at the Gap? Kanye West.
I did not know that.
Guess who used to sell hot dogs at the mall?
Beyonce.
Eva Mendes.
I
heard President Andrew Johnson was a tailor. George Washington was a surveyor. Herbert Hoover was an engineer. Theodore Roosevelt was a rancher. And President Jimmy Carter was a peanut farmer.
My bad.
Hugh Jackman, who plays Wolverine, was a clown.
I did not know that.
Who's laughing now? You know what I noticed about successful people? Successful people take a course of action which coincides with their belief or passion. Put your hand up if you work a 9 to 5 or 5 to 9, or just any job which you don't enjoy but takes up half your time. Well, hopefully in a couple of
like a 7 to 5:30
years time, you'll be able to come back to this video, hear that first line, and keep your hand down. Because how many times have you visualized taking a pen from the manager's desk, or the one the cashier keeps behind the till, the one your supervisor places it strategically in their hair, or the one the security guard keeps behind his ear for extra intimidation, and writing your resignation?
It's because I really haven't. I haven't thought about that.
There's nothing wrong with making an honest living, but be honest. Are you honestly living? With this menial job which allows you just to stay afloat, yes, a job, a J-O-B, which leaves you just over broke every single month. Living your life
that's
just
true.
on the weekend.
In some cases, that's true.
Just on the weekend, because the other 5 days belong to your manager. You see, there's a big difference between a job and a career. Because in a career, no matter how many hours you work, you do it because it's satisfactory. But in a job, you do it for a salary. You're stuck in the rat race. And you know, being stuck in the rat race is one of the biggest of traps, because as a matter of fact, even if you win the rat race, you're still just a rat.
It's a good way of putting it.
See, I understand the need to have a job temporarily, but pursue a career eventually. Because in my J-O-B, I used to sell at least 200 shoes a day, and none of that was ever reflected in my pay. One of my colleagues once made the company $5 grand in 1 month. And you know what he got? An email, a £20 discount voucher, and a complimentary lunch.
They do that a lot at other jobs.
Because the job is commission
oh, you made us millions?
Until you've
Thanks,
been working
buddy.
there for 3
Here's a
years,
McDonald's
and the
gift card.
secretary with the short skirt gets a promotion because her and the boss went for dinner real late. I'm sure you can relate.
That's gonna happen.
But wait.
Anyways,
are we still happy with an extra week holiday and a raise in a salary? Perhaps we need more clarity. Let's look at the statistics. Because the Industrial Revolution was beneficial technologically, but it coerced a lot of people into factories for ridiculous salaries to benefit their families, and that shaped people's mentalities exponentially, and essentially it became the norm to work for someone else by the turn of the century. And I could have regurgitated facts and figures to support this, but I choose not to boast. Plus, that would give them nothing to write about in the Huffington Post. Now,
I like how he's rapping it out. It's pretty good.
And that made me think that long term I could never be happy working one of these jobs. And I used to have a rich uncle called Steve. And they say that apple don't fall far from the tree. So maybe subconsciously I was trying to get one of Steve's jobs. I understand more than anyone that a job allows you to pay the bills, make ends meet and survive. But that's exactly what it is, surviving, not living. I hope you're aware of the difference. It's like when you hear but don't listen. Because you can hear good advice, but if you don't heed it, it does no benefit to your system. The same way only knowledge with application is wisdom. I hope you're creating the distinction. Sean Corey Carter said it best. 9 to 5 is how you survive, and I'm not trying to survive. So he strived hard for his dream, and look where it took him. So bear that in mind next time you drive past that arena in Brooklyn. But then again, survival is the only trait that every human being has in common. And do not take this as a reason to quit your job, go back home and stare at a computer screen, because a government check plus idleness does not equal success. Success will not.
That's what I get
that.
though.
In my
I
family,
get a government
we have
check.
a saying. It says if you really want to grow trees, pray for rain, but don't neglect to water your seeds. Chase your dreams. Because I wrote this on the back of a pay slip, on the late shift, the grave shift, the slave shift for makeshift wages. Google the term corporate sharecropping, and you understand what I'm talking about. If somebody wants to do these jobs, then let them. And from the bottom of my heart, I respect them. Because I once met a garbage man who was the happiest man that I've ever met. But don't become a slave to a paycheck, because a job is a safe net. The condom which the system uses to screw you, and none of us would be here if everyone practiced safe sex. Stand tall. And if you're not sure if you're building someone else's dream, maybe this will help. Jerry Giles said, you will recognize your own path when you come upon it, because you will suddenly have all the energy and imagination you will ever need. And don't be afraid to innovate, because it's not about how much change you make, but rather about how much change you make. Because a business that makes nothing but money is a poor business. So you decide what your life is worth, your passion or your paycheck. Because your playing small does not serve the world. Because what is our deepest fear? It's not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Confucius. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Peace.
Peace, buddy. Stop it there. It was good. I know this video might be boring because I just sat there and listened to him. Because it wasn't really like there was something going on screen, like somebody getting knocked out or whatever. But that was a really good video. He's got a really good point. And I was starting to think he's like one of those guys that's like, go out there and get your money, you know what I'm saying? Be a millionaire. That gets really old. Not everybody can be millionaires. It was a really good video, though. I like how he wrapped it out and all that. I kind of got lost there in the middle. In the front part, I was tracking him, you know what I'm saying? But, like, in the middle, I kind of got lost because he started rapping it. And now I'm just, like, I do a little music every once in a while. I'll go check out my SoundCloud. When someone starts rapping something, I'm listening to see if like, note-wise, it makes sense, it flows together, and also if it rhymes. So he kind of lost me in the middle part, and then I got back on board with him. My thing is, what he's talking about is, it's kind of a mixture of being happy in your job and also making a lot of money. My thing is, I think it only matters, like, if you're barely scraping by, but you're happy in your job, like, that's what I want. I don't care about being a millionaire. It's like this YouTube channel. Like, if I made a living on this YouTube channel, I would be happy because I really like doing these videos more than I have any other job. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I have bad months where I don't really post good videos, and it's because I'm not really into it. But, like, this reaction thing I love, by the way. But, like, my job, I'm pretty happy at my job. I think of it as a career because it's a military career. You know, you have a ladder, you can move up, and you can become the top two if you want to, if you have that drive. I don't really care about becoming the top, but I wanna get up in the rank and, you know, I don't know, make a change in the base I work at. But to me, it's about being happy at your job. It's not making tons of money. Like, I painted cars before I joined the military, and I loved it. Still to this day, I haven't painted a car in a while, but I love painting cars. I love taping them up, sanding them, painting them, everything like that. The problem was I had a boss who, he didn't care that I worked constantly. I worked late hours. He didn't care that I grinded out jobs constantly. He was never happy. It was never like, yeah, you painted that, but paint something else. He seriously, I like people to drive me when I'm working, but he never complimented me, never said thank you. It was always, I'm doing a bad job, keep pumping out that work, but you're doing a bad job. You know what I'm saying? So it was a terrible job for me. I went home being like, man, I've worked weekends. I have worked till 3 in the morning and got there at 6 the morning before, you know, and he's still not happy. That's the kind of job you leave, and I did. I eventually saw a way out and was like, I'm done with this. I made a lot more money than I do now, but I'm happier at the job I have now. Much happier than I was at the past job. So to me, it's not really about how much money you make, because I made more money at that job, but I was unhappy. Now I make less money, but I'm happier. I'm not going to say I go into work like, oh my God, like it's ecstasy. You have your bad days, you have your bad weeks, but I'm much more happy at the job I have now. But really cool video, man. I appreciate Falcon's Fury. I appreciate that. That was a change of pace for me, because I'm used to watching fools' heads get knocked off or laughing, you know, like oh my God, he said that. That was a cool video. It's a very motivational video. The video was from Suli Breaks, so y'all go check him out. He's got a lot of viewers, so obviously he's doing something really well. I would like to see if he actually raps, because, I mean, he sounds like he's a really good lyricist. My problem is I can make things rhyme, but it's all like metaphorical. I'll say one thing, you'll be like, that don't make no sense. No, I have to explain it to you, and you'll be like, oh, that makes sense. He does a good job rhyming and making it makes 100% sense to the casual viewer, you know. But appreciate y'all watching, man. Subscribe to my channel, and you'll get your name on the board if you want. Subscribe to the channel, request a video, I'll put you on the board. If you've watched this far, say something. I got this from Death, where he does this. Like, if you watch the end of, if you watch this far, say something. Say like, I don't even know. Say Cahaba Blonde. It's the beer I like to drink. If you watch this far. But whatever. Falcon Fury, once again, thank you. Y'all check me out, SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter, subscribe and comment and all that crazy stuff. Like, dislike the video. I don't really care. Like, I don't really look at that. I would rather talk to the people comment on my video, so I look at comments. So for real, comment on the video. Ask me a question, I'll answer it the best I can. But appreciate y'all watching. Check me out on the streets.